Hey, good evening. Oh, good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well today. Let me just adjust the music a little bit here. Get that going. Should be good now. Okay, perfect. How's everyone doing today? Hope all is doing well. Hope all is doing well. All right, chat. We got some stuff to do today. We got some stuff to do today. Okay, so everyone's doing this brand tier list, and okay, so to be abundantly honest, I've been thinking of doing this for a long time, and I've avoided doing it because of the potential fallout for this. But everyone's doing it, so why not? And so we're gonna do this for a little bit, and then I believe we're gonna do some Mecha Chameleon Mrs. Mellon after as well. So you guys want to stick around for Mrs. Mellon carrying me in another game? What's up, Darton? How you doing? Man's doing it. Yeah, no, I figured this was the time to do it. However, I have made some alterations. I have made some changes. It's not one for one. There are some other changes to this. So let me just get this set real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay. Hopefully I don't leak anything. Okay, chat. All right, so here's my list, okay? Is there anything missing from here? Oops, type with the gaming profile shit. It's all good. Okay, so is there anything missing from here? Saw that tier list from Twitter originally. Whoever made it shall be banned from making tier lists. Yeah, whoever that was needs to. Yeah. So okay, chat. Is there any notable brands that's missing from this list right now? If there is, we have to add them. I think I got most of them. There's a couple I didn't include. Like honestly, there are some on here. I don't know why are on here. Like Logitech is on here twice. I don't even think Deluxe makes mice. I've never heard of these people. And James Donkey has one mouse. Logitech twice. Yeah, the Logitech twice is crazy. It's perfect because I can put it in an F tier twice. It's great. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, James Donkey is like more of like a manufacturer. I guess who could I be missing here? I'm thinking Deluxe. Yeah, they make mice, but they haven't made one in a really long time. Like that's the thing. There's no like super modern list. Never heard of James Donkey. Yeah, they're primarily a manufacturer. They made the Keychron. They manufactured the Keychron G3, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, fun fact, like, most of these brands, most of the Chinese brands here manufacture other brands' mice, funnily enough. Edwin? I've never heard of them. That's the thing, because I haven't used a lot of the mice on. I haven't used a lot of the mice on this. On like a lot of the brands on this list, I haven't covered because I don't talk about like clone or like Chinese mice a lot, just because they're like. They're Chinese mice, so I don't really talk about them. Yeah, okay, but chat, is there anything like notably missing from here? I think I got everything right. Anything notable? Try the list. This is Razor, Steel Series, Final Meme, and G-Wolves. Gotcha. We got the coffee for the fuel today. Yeah, I put like Red Dragon and Ajaz. Honestly, in hindsight, I don't know why I put Red Dragon and Ajaz in here because I haven't used them, so I can't really speak to their products at all. But anyways, whatever. It is what it is. Okay, so chat. We got everything? There's nothing on here? If we got everything, I'll go ahead and start. I should have just gone through all the mice I had in my collection here. Is there anything I'm missing on here? Oh, I guess Sprime. But Sprime... Oh, I missed one. I missed a really big one. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 second, chat. I forgot about something. I completely forgot about these guys. I can't believe I forgot about them. Oh my god, unfortunately. Okay, so we got T-Evolution on here. I can't believe I forgot about them. Is there any other like notable brands I missed? I don't think there is, right? I think that's everything. Hold on, let me go look at like my other like shelf of mice. 1 second, chat. Because I have like a second room. I literally have a cabinet in my another room just full of mice. G-Wolves, Ponage, Keychron. Oh, I guess like Low Free and Air, I guess technically brands I should talk about as well. Okay, hold on. Let me add them as well because those are also like things I should be talking about as well. Hold on, give me 1 second. I gotta add them. 1 second, chat. Oh, my monitor went to black. That's terrifying. Okay, hold on 1 second. What'd I say? Logo. Low free. Save image as... Okay, and then what was the other one? Air equipment. Is there a logo for these guys? Is there a logo? I don't think there is. Okay, we'll just use this. That's fine. It'll have to do. Oh, nope. Don't want to replace that. Okay, hold on. Do that. Okay, add images. Add these two as well. Okay, perfect. Okay. Alright, should be good now. Okay. Well, let me make sure everything's working. Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. Perfect. What do you think about the Rawcat Sense Core? Rawcat doesn't even make mice anymore, as far as I'm aware. Oh, no, sorry. Turtle. Oh, yeah, Turtle Beach, I guess, technically. When's the Lycat review going to be free for us sub-presents? It's going to be live next Wednesday. So, like, the teardown for the MP1S went live today. Went live yesterday. So every Wednesday there's a new video. Just it's staggered a little bit. PMM. I was gonna add PMM to the list. I just haven't used any of PMM's products myself. So, I mean, like, I could theoretically rank them, but like at the same time though, like I haven't used them, and they primarily make mod kits. So like, I'm not really sure if they like really count as a brand because they just don't really make their own products. How much better does the non-golf ball texture mice feel compared to golf ball texture? Literally like night and day difference. So for context, the Lycan is the only G-Wills mouse I've been able to use in my entire time reviewing their products without any grip aids. Like, it's actually that big of a difference. Hey, what's up, Louie? How's it going? Ready for some hot takes? Yeah, it's going to get spicy in here in a little bit. But yeah, the solid shell, like, genuinely makes a massive difference. It's actually insane. Waiting for my Lycans flight to arrive in Toronto. Ooh, exciting. Wait, you're from GTA as well? Oh, no way. I'm, like, relatively similar area. Hey, we get to suffer with the Canadian shipping times. It's awesome. Okay, Chad, okay, and anyone think of anything else? I mean, my name is Oshawa. I mean, okay, I wasn't sure if I was, like, referencing something else. WMLs? Yes, WMLs is there. I have an HTM Plus there to buy grip tape because of it. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, so, like, that's the thing. Like, technically speaking, the Lycan would be perfect if it had an actual proper coating applied to its shell, but, like, the Lycan's usage experience is, like, night and day difference better compared to the other products. Like, it's genuinely crazy. It's okay, Canadian creators. Seems to be most of them. Okay, cool. All right, let's wrap our chat. Okay. Okay, let's start off with, like, the biggest... Oh, actually, is my cam covering... Hold on, let me check. Is my cam covering the, this screen here? Let me double check. Actually, I have only I can actually even see from this perspective. Let's try this. Nah, it's good? Okay, hold on. Because I still don't have a second monitor, because I'm an idiot. Okay, we're good. It, like, just isn't covering it. Okay, that's actually perfect. Okay, sweet. Okay. All right, let's start off. Okay. All right, let's start off with the hot takes. Ninjutsu. Or Ninjutsu. Yikes. I mean, like, this might be recency bias, because I'm coming off of probably one of the worst experiences I've ever had with a product. On paper, they make good products. The problem is that the Sora V2 was a good mouse, but it had, like, crazy durability issues because the shell just started to creak like a motherfucker. And the Sora V2 is, like, still... we still don't even... Like, they said they... So, there was a whole thing... We couldn't get the units to update the firmware, and then all of a sudden they could, and then they released a firmware update, and now they still don't work. There's still issues with the LOD, even after them delaying the mouse for, like, 4 months. At this point, like... I can't put I can't put them above D. If they got their shit together, I would put them higher, but the problem is every single mouse they've released has been a literal shit show, and then they just disappear for like half a year. And then they just come back and act like everyone forgot about what happened last time. I can't. Honestly, D is generous, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I get what they're doing. I understand, like, hey, they're the only people who got, like, a comparable sensor to the Viper V4 Pro, as far as I'm aware. The only problem is there's just way too many issues with it, and, like, they've shown multiple times that like they just can't release a functional product, which like really sucks. But that is just unfortunately the current state of right now. Opposite of endgame gear approach, or orbital and arbiter. Oh shit, orbital. Yeah. Orbital. Wait, hold on. Good call. Wait, hold on. Orbital. I haven't used arbiter products myself, but I have used the Pathfinder. Sorry, chat. 1 second. Thank you for that, chat. I appreciate it. Save image as. Save. No. Rename this something else. Okay, let's upload this. Thank you. I totally forgot about orbital. Okay, that's better. Okay. Back to legacy monitor capture. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So like, yeah. Ninjutsu. I just genuinely can't. I might upload this as a YouTube video. We'll see. I actually haven't gotten around to doing that yet. I haven't made up my mind on that one. Look at your vid, Centauli. Centauli just literally shut down like a week ago, unfortunately. Honestly, Centauli had a lot of potential. It just like, it's really hard for small brands to get in right now because like, again, everything's manufactured by like 4 of the brands in this list here. So it's really hard for new brands to get in, unfortunately. But yeah, Centauli made great products. They're just not here anymore, unfortunately. But anyways, they should just charge more and improve their damn quality control. Yeah, move Ninjutsu even lower. The reason why I'm not putting them lower is because once they fix their issues with their products, they're good. It's just like, there's a lot of stuff. Okay, moving on. Zowie. Zowie's another really weird one because they have like legendary shapes. Like Zowie's shapes are basically what gave birth to like 90% of the mouse market. The problem is that they're super heavy. They're unrepairable because their internal build quality is just super fucked, and they're really outdated when it comes to specs. Like really outdated when it comes to specs, which like really sucks because like if I'm not mistaken, they're still on 3395s. Which is like, hey, unless I'm wrong with that, but like, that's still pretty rough. I mean, like, unless Chad, does anyone know if they've actually? Does anyone actually know if they've updated the stuff? Sora like Vaxi, their quality of the shapes are good, but they stuck in the ways like elderly people. I would actually disagree. I would say Vaxi's the opposite. DW series is all on 3950. Oh, okay. So that's a little better. But even still, like, they're just refreshing their mice now, and they're still on 3955s. Yeah, I was going to say, but that's the thing. They just refreshed 2 new shapes, and they're on 3950s. Which is quite disappointing. I will put them... But, like, the thing, they do have good... I'm going to put them C. I think if Zowie was a little more... I don't mind the weight for them. I really don't mind the weight. I don't care about the weight. The problem for me is just, like... They're just outdated in a lot of other ways. How long does it take to make a 56-gram mouse? Yeah, that's fair. Difference between the HES Pro and the Lycan? What's HES Pro again, chat? I don't think I've used the HES Pro version. I will say the Lycan, just because it's a solid shell, is just going to have way better HE switches, yeah. What's their philosophy on this one? And give your Max, and give your not S plus I rage quit. Hey, what's up, Max? Hey, Max, if you guys actually released your ergonomic mouse, I would be a lot more open to putting you guys higher. But the receiver is genius. I will admit that's the one thing about Vaxi products I love. The enhanced receiver is like genuinely a really cool concept. The thing that sucks about it though is that they're stuck on, like, it's stuck to 4K hertz, which, like, I mean, isn't the biggest difference, but like, it does kind of suck if you want to use like maximum performance. And also, Vaxi's dongles are just like outright better. Like Vaxi's new Gen 3 dongle just like smurfs like fucking everything else in the market. It's crazy. Okay, Logitech. I understand Logitech has a history, and yes, I understand that. Oh, yeah, sorry, to circle back to like my thoughts on this one. My philosophy is on their like current market relevance and their ability to compete in today's market, combined with like their repairability, all the other aspects of their products. But Logitech for me is in the Ninjutsu thing. The problem for me is that Logitech has like a lot of Okay, so here's the thing. Logitech is like, they've been around for forever, but they're riding off the hype of the GPX series, and they haven't innovated anything actually useful in years. Oh, the Super Strike has magnetic switches. They're literally dog shit. Like, Hits is just a terrible implementation. Their mice are using specs, like incredibly outdated specs for the pricing on them. Like, again, the fact that the Super Strike is using a 52, like, it's using below the modern MCU is crazy. Logitech literally innovated the entire game. That's less than insane. No, they have not. Logitech hasn't done jack shit in years. Logitech, if they actually locked in, could actually make... Okay, here's the thing. If Logitech actually got their shit together, they would be at the top of this list. All they're doing is refreshing half-baked tech in the same shell they've re-released 10 times. It's just... Who released the first wireless mouse? It doesn't matter. I'm not going off, it doesn't matter. In talking today's market relevancy, it just doesn't matter. And okay, yeah, sure. Okay, sure, the GPX shape is one of the most popular shapes in the market. It's a bad shape. The only reason the GPX shape is popular is because it was one of the first, like, true pro gaming mice, but that was like 5 years ago. It does not stand the test of time in today's market. Viper shape is just infinitely better in basically every single way. There are just so many better shapes on the market with better tech. I just don't see, like, there's literally no reason to buy a Logitech mouse. To be completely, I don't understand of it. They still has the bulge where they took the right side, but yeah, that's the thing. It still has the stupid side bulges too. Like, it's just like genuinely like, and that's the thing. Sure, they're kind of locking down, like, sure, they're kind of locking into refreshing some of their other products, but like, again, the decks. I like the deck shape. I think the deck shape is good, but it's just so outdated. Like, it's just old tech at a crazy premium price. That's brutal, Ibo, but it's your list. It's just how it is again. Like, the Super Strike having such outdated hardware is like really, really unacceptable in my opinion. Over to Logitech mouse issues with it. I'm not sure if I can read their terms of shapes. Seem very tied to preference. I prefer the GPX shape of the Viper personally, though on fingertip grip. Well, okay, that's actually kind of odd because I actually say the Viper shape is better, to be honest with you. But anyways, again, the thing is though, is that again, the fact that the Super Strike is like 280 Canadian dollars and is using such outdated tech, it's just I can't justify it going above that. Like, again, if they actually locked the fuck in and actually used more modern specs and modern tech, I would absolutely put them higher, but I just can't. Logitech is not bad, it's just shitty prices. No. So the problem is that they're basically people have read a hype on the new SoCs, but Super Strike gets a pass. Honestly, I would actually disagree with that because the batteries... Okay, here's the problem. Here's the biggest problem. They're using a really, really, really outdated MCU in the Super Strike, and Hits drains that mouse's battery like no fucking tomorrow. If they used a 54 or an L15 chip, it would have improved the mouse's battery so much, and it's not like they didn't have the time to do it. Like, it's just lazy. And again, they literally admitted to releasing the Super Strike early just to get it to market before people cloned. Like, it meant to get a pass when it shouldn't. Oh, I understand. Yeah, no, it's insane. And the fact that people they're spending that much on the money on their products is insane. It does because I did the dog shit melon has been paid. Oh, don't worry. On the D tier, I'm using the V3. The problem is like I still don't have a functional V3. Like, I had a reunit and I still don't have a functional V3. It's still broken. It's been broken for months. But like, as I said earlier, Ninjutsu has proven time and time again they cannot release a functional product. And like every single time they release a product, it's a fucking disaster, and they just disappear for 10 months after. Oh yeah, no, the firmware update doesn't work. It bricked my unit. It just doesn't work. It's awesome. Logitech has incredibly large scale of production. Changing portions of the assembly line takes a lot of time. Incorrect. No, because they've been developing the Super Strike for like 5 years. They absolutely had more than enough time to update the stuff on the Super Strike. They just didn't because they just didn't want to do it. Okay, Razor. Here we go. Melon, Page, Shill. La 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 la. I'm gonna put them in A. The reason why I'm putting them in A, not higher, is because Razor's mice are great. Their other products are like very, very, very mixed. You're a maintenance manager for a plant. It absolutely takes time. Good sir, I've been doing this for a very long time. A very long time. I am in contact with 90% of the factories that manufacture products. I understand how this works in the back end. Respectively, just shut up, please. If you don't know what you're talking about, just stop talking, please. I do not defend Logitech in my chat. I swear to God, because I don't think you guys understand the timeline for this stuff. It's crazy. V4 Stratic is the best internals out there, so no one compares it to other mice. Yeah, because Logitech went so heavy on the hits marketing, it's just a whole thing. Anyways, I'm gonna put Razer here. Death Rider V4 is great. Not Super Psych. The Viper V4 is great. The problem why I'm not putting them higher is their other peripherals are like kind of ass. If we're just talking just mice, I'd put them a little higher, but like as a whole brand, I'm going to keep them at A. If, again, the thing is like Razer is like everything. The thing with Razer is that, okay, I'm a mechanical engineer with 20 years of plant work. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, you know what? Honestly, this guy just like won't shut the fuck up. Take your 20 years of tech experience and do me a solid, and you can fuck off. Because I don't understand why people think they know what they're talking about when it comes to this stuff. Jesus Christ. This is why I don't do these fucking tier lists, because these dumbasses show up in my chat and like it's like, oh yeah, guy, I know what I'm talking about, guy. Unbelievable. Yeah, I just hit him for the channel. Yo, bye loser. See you later. Enjoy your 20 years of experience. Holy fuck. Anyways, tier list bring out crazy motherfuckers. Yeah, literally, it's insane. Anyways, Viper V4, incredible mouse, really good. The reason why I'm not putting them higher is their other products are a bit mixed. And also keep in mind, Razer kind of has like a debuff on the rest of the market because they have exclusivity with multiple brands, meaning that basically no one else can compete with them when it comes to some specs, which I'm going to knock them some points for because they are kind of like cutting everyone out of the market. So if I was talking just from like one mouse perspective, I'd put them S. I'm going to put them A just because of the other stuff around them. Cyrox I haven't used, but they're basically Lamzu as far as I'm aware. So Razer's decent mouse pads. Their keyboard sucks. Their mouse pads are okay. I mean, even if I was considering like the Atlas Pro and like some of those stuff, like they have good products, but it's kind of a 50-50 in a lot of cases. Their headsets suck. I've had good experiences with my Black Shark, but I definitely have had some weird issues with my headset. So like that's why, just like as a whole, Razer, I'm going to stick an A for now. M-Shoes, I have not used them myself, so I can't really talk about them. Wise Owl. This is a weird one. From my experience, Razer with the top mouse, they're definitely okay for headset fucking weird things. Razer Master in Pandemic, everything else is dog shit. Atlas Pro's been really good so far. It can work well. I think it's just for me. I don't know about the consistency of the pad. All my Black Sharks broke. I had 4. Oh my god, really? Damn, that's actually crazy. Razer's decent mouse with the keyboard suck. Yeah, the keyboards, I agree, they are kind of sucky. Wise Owl. This is an interesting one. I actually put Wise Owl as like a mini Vaxi because they actually make really good products. They just like don't really release a lot of stuff, which really sucks. Like the Toronto is like okay, but it's just like I'm thinking of like their older like stuff, like their OGM, like the Cloud and the OGM Pro V2 are like really good mice, and they were the first brand to adopt UWB tech, which is like actually kind of good. Only picked up Viper V4 Pro because of the WebDriver. Yeah, I totally understand that. Why are you locked in their mid-budget line, make people more expensive stuff? I agree with that. But yeah, no, I think Wise Owl is actually, I'm going to put them actually at a B. I know their recent stuff has been not the best, but I actually think they have a lot of potential. And like the quality of their products has always been like very, very good. And that's the thing. I can't really speak to Tirana because I don't have it myself. But like, again, like just my experience with them has been very good. And like they have been a very solid brand for a while now. So, I mean, I'm going to put them B. Maybe you could argue they're C, but I mean, I think they're better than Zowie in my opinion. How to rush my? Why does product simply take so long to upgrade? Is this really the? Hold on, is this the same guy I timed out on his mobile account coming back to top? There's no way this is the same guy, right? Yo, Foundation, are you the same guy I timed out for yapping in my chat 2 minutes ago? There's no shot. There's no... Nope. Okay. All right. Let's. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore that for now. There's no shot. Anyways, I was gonna say. I advocate for Viper GPX clones model Chinese Omron instead of opticals. I see. Yeah, I haven't used these ones, so I can't really talk about. But anyways, yeah, Wise Owl, cool brand. I actually think they have a lot of potential with their products. I just wish they released more stuff. Yeah, VGN, haven't used them. ATK, I'm gonna go ahead and make a special thing. Oh, that's the wrong thing. ATK. I'm going to go ahead and just put them here. We're just going to leave that there. There's a special place in hell for this brand, and they... there's a special place in this hell for this brand. I understand from a consumer perspective. Like, oh, they're great for the consumer. ATK literally is just IP theft on crack cocaine. The best way I can describe ATK is they forcefully collaborate with all the other brands on the market by just stealing their IP. Like, dude, the amount of shit ATK has done is like absolutely atrocious. Like, just outright blatantly copying brand new shapes is just like it's nuts. Yeah, like sure, other brands do the same thing, but ATK specifically has been like the longest standing issue of this. Yeah, like they stole hit scan shape before it came out, like, and they have AI, the fucking Gooner AI ads. Like, I just like literally, there's a special place in hell for ATK. I just don't want to deal with it. Logic does their own production, which is why it takes so long for the to progress. Bro. Okay, whatever. Mousepad. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, just. The shapes are copyrighted. No, it's not competition. No, it's 100% him. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Anyways, regardless, yeah, I understand from a consumer perspective, their mice have like a low price point. I get it. For me, like, I don't like the fact that just like they just steal everything. So like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff with ATK I don't like. I mean, I can be super biased against them, but just like you have to understand also. ATK no work that take a shape that's popular and mass produce it for cheap. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it is. Does anyone here have assembly experience? Okay, bro. The fact that you got on another account just to yap about this, come on, man. You have 20. ATK's late stage capitalism mouse brand. Yeah, that's actually a pretty accurate description there. WL mouse is on the list. They are on the list. Okay, anyway, so moving on for them. Steel Series. Oi. They're borderline e-waste, I would say. Okay, I will say I'm going to put them in E. Just because as of right now, they really aren't doing anything particularly special. This guy's 20 years of riding Logitech's meat. Holy shit. Someone call 911. I want to report a murder. Oh my god. Yo. Okay, all right. That's a crazy chat comment. All right, anyways, okay. Steel Series as of right now, e-waste. As the products as a whole, like I guess their headsets are like okay. Their keyboards, mouse pads are all right. They're okay. The thing for me is that they could be great because their new mice are coming out with like UWB with all the leaks and stuff. Like there's a Series Prime Mini, I think, coming out or something. I forget the exact whatever is coming out for them. It was leaked on Reddit a little while ago, but they do have a lot of potential in terms of like what they could be working on for the back end. So like I am actually hoping they're going to come up like if they can actually handle UWB properly. If they can actually like do a UWB implementation properly, I could move them like up to like a C or a B. But as of right now, it's kind of like The thing is like UWB is really hard to implement properly because the way it functions, it's just I just like Wiseowl did it. It was okay, but like UWB currently just doesn't have any key advantages over the consistency of like 2.4 gigahertz. So like I don't know. If it's done well, they could do a great job with it. I can see them going up, but it would see. UWB is ultra high bandwidth. It's a new connectivity type developed by Spark Microsystems in Quebec, Canada. It's basically like a whole new connectivity tech compared to like traditional 2.4 gigahertz. It has like a lot of advantages. It has a lot of potential advantages. It just the tech isn't quite there yet. Vaxi uses it, aren't they? No, they are not. Vaxi's not using UWB. Currently, the only people who are using UWB is Wiseowl on the Cloud Ultra and, well, Steel Series, as far as I'm aware. Actually, sorry, that's a lie. There may be one other one. But yeah, another factor with Steel Series is their, like, software is garbage. If they get a WebDriver, they could be, like, pretty good, but Razorman BIMO. The reason why I'm putting... I would have... If it was just their mice, I would have put them in S, but I dropped them down a tier because their other products don't really match their peripherals. To be fair, though, the Viper is, like, insanely good. But anyways, Yeah, I think like SteelSeries is they could really jump up the list, but it really depends on the UWB implementation, in my opinion. Is that we stuck in 2022? Yeah, to an extent, yeah. Deluxe, I have not used them. Lamzu, this is one. Is it a different 2.4 gigahertz? No, as far as I'm aware, I was confirmed to me by one of their reps that they are just using 2.4 gigahertz. And I specifically asked them if it was UWB, and they said like, no, it's just a traditional connectivity type. At least that's what I was told. I mean, I could have gotten the wrong information, but I mean, based on my testing, it didn't seem anything different. So I could be wrong about that though. Okay. Right, thank you. I was like, there was one other weird mouse that used UWB. Razer's latest mice are kind of great. The other products, Simax mice supports absolute dog shit. Yeah. Having the scroll wheel in China, and worse scroll wheels in China's mice is wild. It depends on what brand you get, because the new optical scroll wheels they have in the Death Adder V4 and the Viper V4 Pro are like fantastic. But the scroll wheels on their older mice are pretty bad. I will give you that one for sure. But that again, that's why they're in A, because across the board, their products don't have the consistency of their mice right now. So like they're hit or miss for me. Okay, Lamzu. I have very limited experience with Lamzu right now because the only thing I have for them is the Thorn V2. I will say, though, the Thorn V2 is a very, very good mouse. I would probably put them... I'd probably put them in the Wise Owl category. I think a solid B is probably solid. I really, really like based on my limited experience with the products, I really like it. It's a really good mouse. I don't really have any major problems with it aside from like some accessories issues. But like aside from that, like the Thorn V2 is a fantastic mouse. I can't talk about their other products because I haven't used them, but I've heard great things about all their other products as well. So I mean, we'll see. Past their probably the Lantis and maybe my IMO. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't re-released their other shapes yet. But regardless, I mean, my experience with the Thorn V2 alone puts them in B. With their other products, I can't really speak to it, but I would put them in a solid B right now. Cherry Extrafy, I haven't used any of their products. Logitech, again, we're putting us down. Okay, Pulsar. This is a tough one for me. Yeah, they released some, but I haven't used them myself, though. Okay, Pulsar is a weird one. Okay, so on one hand, I would say Pulsar is obviously like a good brand. QC has been an issue for them for a while. They've gotten a little better in that regard, but like everyone's had their issues with them. I'm probably going to put them B. I would put them on par here. Like, they're not perfect. Their firmware definitely needs some work. A lot of their mice are still running the older sensors and stuff. Like, they definitely need to jump to like a 3955 for sure. But like, the thing about Pulsar is that while some of their products are kind of oh, there's no way. Equipment knowledge and manufacturing knowledge are different things. There's no shot. Yo, Bro, this is your third account. Bro, I don't care. Dude, what the... This guy has no answers. My brother, you are on your third account trying to yap in my chat about stuff. Bro, go outside, touch some grass. If you don't like my opinion, you don't have to watch. Still no answers, brother. Deflection. Yo, is this the whale's alt? Like, it's literally whale tactics right here, bro. If you don't like what I say about Logitech, then just like, yeah, I was gonna say, I gotta respect the grind. Yeah, like generational hating, I respect it. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna leave your third band. I'm gonna leave your third account unhidden. I'm just gonna ignore you. I'm good with that. Anyway, unemployed final guys, crazy. Anyways, okay, so moving on, Pulsar. As I said, basically, the thing about Pulsar is that kind of similar to G-Wolves, they are like one of the other brand that just kind of like they're doing a lot of stuff, and like yeah, not all of it is a hit. Like sure, some of their products aren't good as their other ones, but like across the board, their options are decent. Like hey, the PCMK2HE is a solid board. Their mouse pads now they bought LGG are actually pretty solid, are pretty good as well now. Glass pads are good. I mean, like their mice are like good. I think they're just like they're good. I think that's the best thing I could say. Could they definitely be better? Absolutely, but they definitely need some spec improvements for that. The Pulsar Noctua Club got me a little interested. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair as well. Yeah, but I mean, again, it's one of those things where like they could definitely go higher. I think right now they're in a good position. They just got to keep doing what they're doing right now. I think they've learned. I think they've learned from like their previous things because when Pulsar was a little younger with like the X2 V2 series, they were trying to do too many things at once and it kind of bit them in the ass. They're a little like they're bigger now and they're a little more structured. So I feel like what they've been releasing has been a little more standardized lately. So we'll see what the future holds for them. I think they're in a good spot right now, though. Do you ever type the Super Glide V3? Yes, I actually just got it literally 2 days ago. So it's in my review queue right now. I got the X2N as well, which is actually really good. Chad, what does the ATK rank mean? TLDR, I despise ATK with every bone in my body because they just steal everything from every other company. So yeah, I ATK is just a company I will never cover on the channel just for the ethical reasons from it and like how many people they've screwed over. But also at the same time, ATK also manufactures like 90% of the mouse market. Okay, not 90%, but they manufacture a significant amount of the mouse market. So that's kind of one of the things. Because that's the thing. They manufacture pretty much everyone else's mice. They just steal whatever the other brands send them, which like fucking sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, that's my thoughts on Pulsar. G-Wolves. Okay, this is going to be controversial, and hear me out. I'm going to put them in B. Actually, I should put this in I should order this properly, shouldn't I? Okay, I'm going to say Logitech is better than Ninjutsu. I would put this probably Pulsar, Lamzu. I'm going to put them here. Okay, the reason why, hear me out with G-Wolves. I understand G-Wolves is like the loose cannon of the Peripheral community. I get there's a lot of issues with G-Wolves. People not getting orders, people having to charge back their credit cards, people just like not receiving mice, stuff being delayed for months. I know there's problems. I'm well aware of it. Are they stubborn as fuck? Absolutely. They're probably more stubborn than Zowie when it comes to their products. Admittedly, they're making some progress, but you cannot deny that they are one of the only brands, I would argue, aside from Pulsar, that are actually making a bunch of like unique products. The other thing, again, there's a lot of other with them. Certification stuff is a little sketchy. Like there is a lot of issues, but they are again one of the only brands aside from like Pulsar, in my opinion, who's like really trying to do a lot of different things right now. They're developing super unique mice. So like, here's the thing. The G-Wolves VUC is like an incredible mouse. Like, yeah, sure, there's some issues with it, but like that forward sensor feels so good. Sure, are they using honeycomb shells? Yeah, absolutely, they definitely are, but they're kind of migrating to solid shells. I think they're good right now. Solid shell. If every G-Wolves mouse had solid shell and like-end quality, G-Wolves would be S tier. 100%. I agree completely. With the exception that they also need to have their support and actual, like, they actually need to have real support because, like, right now they just don't have that right now. Because, like, again, if you have a problem with the G-Wolves mouse, you're basically SOL unless by some grace of God their support actually helps you. My G-Wolves mouse got delivered by a normal dude in his car. That's actually pretty common over here as well in the West. It happens over here in Canada as well. Now, again, are they perfect? God, no. But they are a brand that's really innovating and they are pushing a lot of stuff forward in the space. So I'm going to put them there. Again, might be a little controversial, but that's just kind of how it is. Okay, wait, to explain the normal dude in the car, there's a bunch of like third-party shipping carriers that like operate up here in Canada, and it's just like a random guy in a car. Like, I had my G-Wolves mouse dropped off by, like, a random guy, and then there was also, like, my glass pad the other day got dropped off by a random guy, too. It's just how it is. When you get a perfect copy of the mice, it's almost like nothing. Yeah, I agree. No, 100%. That's the thing. Like, if G-Wolves locked in, had proper customer support, had, like, actual, like, proper support for their customers, locked in on actually getting people's orders done properly, applied a coating to their shells and made them all solid, S tier across the board. But yeah, just like, again, right now they're not perfect. A ton of companies outsource delivery driver. Yeah, it's a big part of it. Yeah, Bro got his mouse DoorDash. Pretty much, yeah. Somebody thinks throw things out there about polishing a product. I agree to an extent with that. I definitely think the G-Wolves is kind of like you throw the pasta at the wall and see what sticks. Some of it's undercooked, some of it's overcooked, and some of it sticks just right. Like, they just kind of do everything. But at the same time, doing everything is something that's very important for the space because them doing that kind of lets other brands also kind of learn from them. So again, like that's the thing. That's why I'm putting them both in B, because Pulsar is also doing kind of the same thing where they do a bunch of like everything. But I do think Pulsar is better as a whole than G-Wolves right now. If G-Wolves locked in, they would be much better. Off topic, what headset do you recommend for Counter-Strike? To be completely honest with you, I'm probably the worst person to recommend for audio because I know nothing. I've been using Apple AirPods for like 5 years. I have a Black Shark. I like the Black Shark. It's okay, but it does have some weird issues with like audio disconnecting and stuff. It's not like perfect, but it's not bad, but I'm not really sure about that one. I feel G-Wolves is the raw source of fresh ideas. I agree, yeah. Like basically, like think of it this way. Like there's a refinery. G-Wolves is what comes out of the refinery the first time they ever run the production. It's super it's not perfect. It's got some edges. It needs to be polished and stuff. Like it's definitely not perfect. But then Pulsar, it kind of learns from that and perfects everything, if that makes sense. Like again, G-Wolves, not perfect, a lot of issues, but they do actually have they're important for the community, if that makes sense. Like at least they're not like ATK and they're just stealing fucking everything. Like at least they're actually developing new stuff, if that makes sense, right? G-Wolves steals money and puts them above Logitech for Logitech for lack of innovation. I literally said, how many times did I say that G-Wolves is not a perfect brand? It has a myriad of problems. Raise your hand for how many people heard me say that like 4 times, because Miles didn't hear that, even though he's hate watching on 3 accounts right now. Anyone wanna do that? G-Wolves never made anything as abhorrent as the Pulsar X2F. Yeah, literally facts. So that's B compared to Logitech or SteelSeries. Brother. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore this guy. This guy's actually pissing me off. Okay, anyways, okay, Final Mouse. I am actually going to put them in the haven't used category because I actually haven't used them. You're a fellow Canadian. How do you think that helps your case? You think you're Canadian? I'm gonna give you a pass for being a dumbass in my chat? Like. If I get pulled over by a cop and I say, "Hey, bro, I'm Chinese," I'm not gonna get out of a ticket, bro. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. It's well, someone said PD. G-Wolves has many problems. Yeah, literally. Yeah, again, they're not perfect. They definitely have a lot of problems, but at least they're innovating, which is why I'm putting them so high. And again, like someone said in chat, if you actually get a perfect copy for them, it's like the best thing ever. Like my like hand is literally perfect, but just again, they need to lock in with a lot of stuff. ROM or Run Away With Me, I haven't used them, unfortunately. I do want to cover their products soon, though. I actually should be getting one of their products in the next couple weeks. I have heard really good things about them, actually, so I'm kind of excited to talk about them at some point. You make me mod so it loses. Honestly, I'm down, Necrar. I'm down. You know what? Necrar, enjoy. Let's do, let me see. Yeah, let's do this. All right, welcome Necrar as the mod for the channel. 07 to Miles' 3rd account. This guy is a moron. Necrar, I give you permission to smite this guy, so we have to go make a 4th account. Hey! Round of applause, boys! Round of applause! Jesus Christ. Chat, this is why I don't do tier lists. This is why I don't do tier lists, because it just brings out the dumbest people I've ever seen in my life. Alright, yo, 07 to Necro. Thank you, bro. He was a little entertaining. It's okay, he'll be back. He's gonna make a 4th account. It's fine. He's a hero. He'll come back. Okay, yeah, he's gonna be back on a 4th account. Anyways, okay, WL Mouse. I really wish I could put them higher, but I haven't used them, unfortunately, which like really sucks, because like I've been wanting to try their product for a while now. I've heard great things about them. The guy you modded, I have blocked, can't remember why, so that's bad news. The guy you modded, I have blocked, can't remember why, so that's bad news. Oh god. 10 bin, speedrun 80%. Can't wait for the 4th and 5th account. Chat, should we, for me, wait, why? Really? Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so figure out, maybe there was an accident or something. Once again, if Vaxi's an S tier, I'm unsubscribing. I'm getting their parps. Wait, chat, do we make a bet on how many accounts this guy's gonna make? I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 7. I say 7. I think he's done. TBH 6 or 7. No, chat. We're not doing the 6-7 thing. Chat. No. God damn it. Chat. No. Fucking god damn it. Okay. Anyways, no, chat. Okay. I knew I said it and I was like, oh fuck, what have I done? Great, thanks chat, appreciate that. Okay, anyways, yeah, WL Mouse, I haven't tried their products myself. Okay, that's a lie. I used one of them a long time ago and I used the one. To be fair, I actually really like the one. I really like the one. Back then it was 6.9, yeah, true. This guy actually get angry because they think Silence or Orange X-Ray pads are not. Okay, well just don't ban him for like anything stupid, you know. Yeah, I was gonna say Necro. If you have basically only ban if I tell you to. All right, no nonsense. All right. Every time one more account appears Logitech, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Wait, yeah, chat. Every single time he comes back, we're just gonna drop Logitech down a tier. That's a great idea. That's a W idea, chat. W idea from it's isn't it? W idea. Not gonna lie. Maybe I'm bad for most chats. I don't take it personally. No. Oshwood, no, you're good. You're good, bro. Don't. You've been fine in my chat as far as I'm aware. Like, I haven't had any problems. Hey, what's up, Call? Hey, Collie, yo, what's up? How's it going? Long time no see. Hope all is well. Anyways, okay, yeah, anyways, so WL Mouse, I heard a lot of really good things about them. I know the Beast G series mics were like kind of like, but I've heard a lot of good things about them. I tried the Beast X and I tried the One when I was at like Tech's Place a couple months ago. The One was like a really nice shape, actually. I really like the one. Yeah, I haven't used them myself, so I can't really like put them anywhere. I guess like theoretically speaking, if I was going to put them somewhere, I'd probably put them in like the B tier area, maybe A. I haven't used it myself, so I don't really know. I forgot I'm also on YouTube, so people don't know who I am. Oh, I see. Ying Beast X sword. Yeah, like I heard the sword and the beast were great. I just haven't managed to get my hands on them, which sucks. Rapu. Yeah, I'm just gonna put them. Actually, they're probably. I probably put them here. To be fair, Rapu's... I only used the Rapu best like a long time ago, but it was pretty bad. I'm sure they've gotten better, but in my opinion, they're kind of eh. Shapeshifter clones makes you build quality click is insane. The WMLs. Rapupu, yeah, literally. Chill semester, soon just driving. Nice. I hope school's going well, though. Hope you're surviving well. But anyways, I'll probably... Maybe, I'll put them in E. I don't think they're like complete E waste, but like, they're fine. Rapu is good if you're on a budget. Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. They're like kind of in there, I'd say. Maybe even D. Nah, I don't think they're D. But anyways, okay. Rapu gets traction from Dad's Discord. Yeah, like I've heard people have had great experience with their mics. My experience with them has been like very bad. So I mean, it's a little bit of that. When's the last time you did a tier list? Never, because it attracts a bunch of like troglodytes to the chat. I've had to ban. I've literally had to mod someone to take care of a guy making multiple accounts. Already, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't do tier lists, but I'm just doing it because everyone else is doing it right now. About some boards of viewership? No, I wouldn't say that. It's just people just are opinionated. Okay, Vaxi. I mean, look, I'm just gonna say, like, look, the MPO1S V3 was such a good mouse. Like, yeah, it had some problems, but the dongle, bro, I've never thought I would see the day where a dongle alone made me like a brand so much. What's his tier list about innovative shapes quality? Basically, just kind of like my overall thoughts on the brand as a whole, roughly, and how they stack up in today's market. Bubba Down's hard to get worldwide. Okay, that is true. Yeah, mine was a pre-production unit that had issues, and it was so that's the thing. My MPO1S V3 was a pre-production unit with issues, and it was still like stellar. It was amazing. So Vaxi is going to go up there for me. I know their global availability like sucks, but like Vaxi's mice are incredible. Their mouse pads are incredible. Like literally everything Vaxi touches is basically gold. Are they perfect? But they've had some issues in the past for sure. But like as of right now, Vaxi is just like I really don't see anyone competing with Vaxi right now. Sure, technically speaking, Razer does have better hardware, But at the same time, though, Vaxi's just the way they make their mice and the way they feel and perform, and combined with that dongle, dude, the dongle it's so good. Like it's crazy. So I mean, maybe I'm glazing a little hard. Maybe I should put them in S. No, the MP1S V3. Like, okay, here's the thing, chat. The MP1S, it was too small for my hands, and I love the mouse. Like, that tells you how much I like these products. And, like, here's the thing. The MP1S V3 is, like, stupid good. Their other mice, like, okay, so the dongle, I'm waiting for them to refresh, like, the Vaxi E1 and, like, the MP01 Ergo, because, like, those mice are going to be even better. Haven't bought a single Vaxi ever. FOMO starting to hit. I thought them very similar to Zowie. Oh, God, no. They're like completely different. They're completely different, and that's the thing. That's another thing I want to mention too. So Zowie is very outdated when it comes to their stuff. Vaxi is much more modernized, and all of Vaxi's shapes are like stellar. Customer support is good too. That's also very true as well. Yeah. Have you tried the MP01S Ergo? I have not. I want to try the MP01 Ergo though, like the big size that's coming out. The only problem with Vaxi is that our good friends from Korea have a joint partnership with them, which means there's a very high likelihood we are going to see Vaxi absorbed into the Pulsar brand. In my opinion. That's the one problem with it right now. Ergo's so good. Yeah, maybe. What Vaxi mouse? Hey, what's up, Bunk? What Vaxi product? We ever never had a Vaxi product? That's actually kind of tricky to say. Honestly, any. Hey, what's up, Triception? How's it going? Oh, you're Oshawott. Oh, what's up, bro? I was gonna say, no. Honestly, any of their shapes are good. If you want to go something safe, go for like the XC or something. But I would. One thing I would say right now, though, is that like, is there a cat? No, there's no cat. One thing I would say though is that like, right now, I would hold off on buying a Vaxi mouse until they refresh the rest of their lineup. Because, like, again, the V3 specs are so good. Wait for everything else to come on there, in my opinion. Think about pulling the back to the Defender Pro Max, but I bought the Viper V4 Pro. Honestly, goodbye. Pulsar takes Vaxi for quality distribution worldwide. I wouldn't mind. So here's the big thing. Here's the big thing about Vaxi. Vaxi's firmware is exceptional. And Vaxi is one of the only brands, aside from Logitech and Razer, that is fully custom firmware that I'm aware of. And that's a big reason, at least I think so. Don't quote me on that. I believe that's what's going on. Like, their competitive mode and that kind of stuff is so good. And that's why Vaxi is so much better than a lot of other stuff right now, because they just have such good overall quality. Now, Pulsar, one of the biggest issues with Pulsar's mice is their firmware. So if Pulsar ends up absorbing Vaxi, we're probably going to see Vaxi's, like, tech go to Pulsar's products. The problem is, though, is that if they get bought out, I worry about their quality going down. Because Vaxi's quality has been like S tier. They've had some issues, but they've been S tier for a very long time, and I worry about that going away. But yeah, what's the criteria for this? Basically, the brand as an overall, and then the brand like how they stack up in today's market, basically, and also like a little bit of my own opinions with their products as well. But yeah, Vaxi right now is like very hard to beat. And that's the thing. Like, we kind of saw the quality dip with the FS1, so I definitely am concerned. I really, really hope they don't get bought out. I would hate to see that, because Vaxi is probably like the last true, like, good quality mouse producer out there, aside from like Logitech and Razer and the other, like, that pretty much it. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. That Vaxi t-shirt though, yeah, they also make cool t-shirts. True, yeah, for sure. So yeah, I would say Vaxi's S plus right now. We'll see if they can keep that going forward. But like, again, the MPO1S V3, that mouse was too small for my hands. Technically speaking, I shouldn't be able to use that mouse, and I literally like could not stop using it. But yeah, we're interested to see how they go in the future. Endgame gear. This is an interesting one. I would say endgame gear is okay. How do I say this? I like, hey, Digital Grapefruit. Thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Watches this is this guy's like fourth account. That'd be so funny. Anyways, Endgame gear. I'm going to put them. I don't know about this one. Okay. I don't. Okay, my initial opinion is putting them in S. Part of me wants to put them into A, though, because their keyboards and mouse pads kind of suck. But they do have better quality than Razer across the board. I'm going to put them S. Okay, the reason why I'm not putting them higher, don't get me wrong, I'm Max. If you're in the chat, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, but look, here's the thing. The problem is that Endgame Gear's quality isn't to the same degree as Vaxi. Their performance is great, but the quality of their mice just don't match up, and they only release 3 mice. Imagine putting Chinese spyware in S tier, huh? If I was going to put Chinese spyware in S tier, I'd put ATK in S tier. What is bro blabbing about? What? How is Vaxi Chinese spy? Oh, that makes sense. Okay, everyone yaps about the virus that that was literally, it wasn't even their fault. Like, it was literally someone injected it into a download thing. Like, it's not even okay. Enough with the okay. I understand it fucking sucks. Chat. Mouse pads definitely don't get. Some people tried the new pads. All right, hear me out, Max. Okay, so again, I know some of the mouse pads are good. I've used some of your mouse pads in the past. I'm just not a big fan of like the design of them per se. And again, compared to like more modern offerings from like Lethal Gaming Gear or like Pulsar Lethal Gaming Gear, they're not like as good. To be fair though, I'm a hard pad user, so I don't really like soft pads. That's also part of that as well. But again, I still think Vaxi is better overall. And don't get me wrong, Endgame Gear is great. They have great repairability, they have great serviceability, great design of their products. They just don't release mice. And again, OP1 is a great mouse. It's a great mouse. I give them that, but like, it's hard for me to put them above because they don't really make a lot right now. I'm sure that's going to change in the future. Like, again, if their ergo is solid, I'll be over the moon and I'll probably put them up in S plus. But as of right now, in their current state, I can't put them in S plus right now. Why is Rapu so low? They're good budget options. I just had really bad experiences with their products. What the fuck is Vaxi? You've never heard of Vaxi? Razer software is more intrusive kernel level anti-cheat. Well, the web-based software is better. GBLS is worse than Razer just because Razer. If you want to go back to my section about it, GBLS is a bit unique. But anyways, yeah. So like Endgame Gears, they have a lot of cool stuff. They've been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Like they're working on a lot of cool stuff. But just as of right now, they're great. They're just not Vaxi great. I think that's a safe way of saying that right now. I have to restart the music because it's going to run out. Back to this. But anyways, yeah, so I put them in S. Again, I would definitely say the SPD tech they've made definitely has been carrying them a little bit. So I'm interested to see how much that carries them going forward. Because like SPDT has been their bread and butter, but now that other brands are adopting like SPDT / like mag switches, I'm wondering how much that's going to carry them going forward. But I'll have to wait and see. Why is this paused? Okay, I love that. That's awesome. Okay, anyways, yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts on Endgame Gear. Again, I'm not saying they're a bad brand by all. I just like their mice are solid. I just want them to do more. Oh, no, I see Ponage. We're getting there. Don't worry. Dharma Shark, haven't used them, but they're another like ATK manufacturer. They manufacture a bunch of other brands' mice, so they're just kind of like, they're in the, at least they're not like so blatant as ATK. They're just like another manufacturer. Haven't used them myself, but yeah, it's just Jim when it comes to jewels. That's fair. If you're going to test a mousepad made in collaboration with the PD170, probably not. I'm more of a hard pad user, so I don't really mess with like soft pads, to be honest with you. But yeah, I've heard good things about Dumber Shark stuff. I just haven't used it myself. That said, though, they did also screw over LGG like really hard with the LA1. So I have some. Admittedly, I have some bias towards them, so I haven't used their products. So I'm just going to leave them there. What's the list based on? Basically, just my thoughts on their current offerings and the brand as a whole in the current market. Ponage Zills and Magnesium Mice, that thing. Yeah, Cat Dog. Yeah, the Dumber Shark stole the LA one. Yeah, there was a whole thing with that. So that also kind of sucked. Why is this not working? There we go. That's better. Sorry, chat. Okay, I have actually no idea who this is. I've never used them. Don't know who they are. Incot, I've used them before. They're fine. I mean, they're all right. I will admit, I do like the hot swap switch tech on them, but they're just kind of like, they're kind of in the mid tier for me. Where's the Microsoft brand? Pioneers of Mice? True, actually, not gonna lie. But yeah, okay, so yeah, honestly, I would say their mice are actually usable though, but they're not Nujutsu. Maybe I kind of messed this up actually. No, I'd put them. Anyway, I would actually put them above Rapu, just because, like they do have some cool functionality to them. Like, admittedly, they're just like another clone brand, but they do have some cool functionality. So, like, I mean, they're not bad. They're not great though, but they're definitely better. They're definitely better than buying a Steel Series. Actually, I'm going to change this. They're definitely better than that. Where's the tax shark? It's in here. Where am I looking for here? Fourth account detected. Oh my god. Intelli V3 is the OG of optical mice. That is true. Yeah, the Intelli mouse. I never used the Intelli mouse myself, actually, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. Okay, Ponage. This is going to be a tough one. Okay. Why does ATK have its own tier? Sorry to ask, because ATK does nothing but steal IP from other companies, and just they're a toxic cancer on this entire scene. The problem is, though, is that they also manufacture stuff for a lot of other brands, so like they're a necessary evil. Unfortunately, it just like sucks that they just steal shit. Why is Ninjutsu in D? Because Ninjutsu has proven time and time again they cannot release a functional product, and every single time they release a mouse, it's a literal nightmare, and then they disappear for 10 months and then come back and pretend like nothing happened. It's just like, it's just if they actually locked in and got like their shit together, they'd be a lot better. But just like, I still have a Sora V3 that is literally like unfunctional. It just doesn't work. So like, yeah, there's just so many problems. It's too many issues. If I do Lamzu opinion, I wasn't here for it. I'm very limited Lamzu opinion, but I will say the Thorn V2 is like one of the best mice I've covered in a while. It's very good. Yeah, I was gonna say you can rewind too if you want to, but yeah, like the Thorn V2 is incredibly good. I really like it. Yeah, very good mouse. I can't really speak to the other products, but I put them in the bar of like solid option right now. You are the Mouse Man 247. You are the fourth account. Necro, do what you got to do. Vaccine 9 give the would you take the Vaccine 9 give the Zero Jewels fingertip mice? Sorry, can you rewind? Can you? Sorry, Bonk, can you re-type your message? I don't understand. 10 era. I understand. Branded like less and less. They're supposed to release new colorways to the 10 era that never actually came out. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like Ninjutsu promises the world and they just keep fucking shit up. I don't know why. They just need to stop overcomplicating the releases. Like if the Sora V3 actually had a good launch, I'd put them in B. Honestly, maybe even A. But as of right now, I just can't. Down Logitech goes, no, I'm going to leave them there. They are a necessary evil. They do have a lot of products that a lot of people like. They're just overpriced and just undervalued. Anyways, okay. Ponage. This is a weird one. Okay, so here's the thing for me. Ponage has the adjustable sensor tech, which like genuinely is actually a really cool tech. I actually love the adjustable sensors on their products. The problem is that their mice are just... I don't know. Would you take Vaccine mice over Jewel's fingertip mice? Oh, yeah, 100%. Absolutely. I would take a E1 or an Outset or an MPO1 over any Jewel's mouse ever right now. Don't think it's fourth account unmuted. Oh, sorry for the like. My bad. Shroud uses Logitech. If it wasn't the S++ tier. Okay. W bait. Yeah. Ponage is just like, I don't know what the... here's the thing. Ponage had so much potential. And they could definitely do so much. They just keep bungling the releases. And like, I heard, what was it? The Sim 3? Was that the Sim? I heard good things about the Sim 3. Like, they finally got a good release, as far as I'm aware. The problem is that it's too little too late. And like, to be fair, I've liked some of the previous releases, aside from the Trinity. The Trinity was like abysmal. But like, I'm going to put them, just because the Sim 3 is okay, I'm going to put them with Zowie. I wouldn't necessarily recommend buying them over these brands. Like, if you can find it on sale, sure. Like, the adjustable sensor is really what's pulling them up right now. Because, like, that genuinely makes a huge difference. Like, that's the only reason. If they did not have the adjustable tech, I would put them in D. But as of right now, I wish they just kind of locked in a little more. I don't know. Seems like a cool mouse, but in today's market, IDK. That's the thing. Like, they finally got a good release, but it's just too little, too late. All right, no worries. I'll see you around, Collie. Have yourself a good one. Hope the end of the semester goes well. What's about Vaxi mice should I buy instead of one? Best for hands? Honestly, any of Vaxi's mice are pretty solid. Like, you really can't go wrong. Just find one that feels best. Remember they threatened G-Wills with legal action when we make the VUC? Oh, I remember. Oh, I know. Don't worry. I remember. I remember. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be... I think it's going to be Ponage. I think that's a pretty comfortable... Actually, I would say... Would I rather buy a Ponage or a Zowie mouse? I'll buy a Zowie mouse. I buy Zowie. Actually, you know what? Maybe I was a little harsh with this Logitech placement. Because I would rather buy a Logitech mouse than the Zowie mouse. Yeah, I actually think... I actually think... nah. No, you would know, because I would actually prefer... No, I would actually prefer these over. Okay, yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, ROG. This is a unique one. I'm going to put ROG in C. The reason why I'm doing that... Don't get me wrong, the Harpe Ace 2 is like genuinely their best mouse by a mile. The Harpe Ace 2 is a great mouse. The problem is all their other mice are kind of unfortunately. Like, you had to guess when the N Giger's releasing the new mouse. I have no idea. Hopefully soon. I don't know why it's taking so long. Hopefully soon. But yeah, I put them in C just because if it was just the Harpe 2 Ace alone, they would go probably right here. But actually, what I would actually maybe even put them higher. I would actually put them like here. The problem is that just like just their other mice just aren't to the same quality. Like the Harpe Ace 2 is a great mouse, but like the Keras 2 is just like the Keras 2 Origins is like such a step back from like everything else, unfortunately. But if they make all their future releases like the Harpe Ace 2, it will be stellar. Like, they need to make the Keras 2 in the design methodology of the Harpe 2. It'd be perfect. But yeah, like, just their other products are just a little mixed right now, unfortunately. Rundown later. The best mouse they have right now is the MPO-1S V3. That'd be like their best mouse right now, in my opinion. IPI Float, haven't used them, can't speak to them. James Donkey, can't speak to them because I haven't used them, but they're just another manufacturer, so they make mice just like Darmo and ATK does. So I can't really do that. And GTA 6 or NG Gear making a mouse first? Oh, honestly, it might be GTA 6 coming up, I'm not going to lie. A bit Palm Grip XM2. I need an Ergo for Endgame Gear. Yeah, we all need the Endgame Gear Ergo. I don't know why it's taking so long. Okay, HitScan. HitScan is interesting because they made a really good mouse, but they never released anything else. I'll put them here. HitScan's a good brand. They made a really solid mouse. Sorry, excuse me. HitScan made a really solid mouse. Like, it was a good, solid release. They just haven't done anything since. They're better. Ooh. Yeah, no, I put them here. Because, like, yeah, I would say it's kind of the same problem as Wise Owl, where, like, they make great products, but they just don't release anything. I know they're cooking up some stuff behind the scenes that I'm not going to leak today. That's most likely going to push them more maybe here. But until I get my hands on it, I don't really know what they're going to do. But again, like, as of right now, I mean, it's on a 3955. I mean, yeah, it is pretty outdated when it comes to specs and stuff. I don't know. Vaxi MPO-1 versus the Viper V4 Pro. New Vaxi firmware needs to be tested properly. I know it's a tad overhyped. I really like the firmware. It felt great. It would be a toss-up in my opinion. If you want like the absolute best, the Viper is going to be better, but I will say the MPO-1 might be a better shape. Oh, the MPO-1 is really outdated. The MPO-1S is the more recent one. The MPO-1 is like their bigger one. That one's a little outdated. Like, currently, the only Vaxi mouse I recommend buying is the V3 of the MPO-1S because that's like all the new specs and shit. The rest of their mice are on their older firmware, so they're not like as good right now. They're older hardware. I mean, do I put them in C right now just because, like, I don't know. At least Wise Owl, okay, I'm going to put them C because at least Wise Owl is releasing stuff. HitScan hasn't released anything right now. I think that's another thing. Yes, Vaxi, yeah. Next month, yeah, I'm excited for that one. But yeah, I'm gonna put them here. They're good, like definitely, like they're like a one-shot, like good product right now. I'm interested to see what they do in the future. But yeah, I think again with what they're cooking behind the scenes, they could very well be up here. But as of right now, I think they're sitting here just because their one mouse is just like kind of like outdated. I lose sleep waiting for it, literally. Anyone OP1 and Ying being developed? I'm not sure actually. G-Will's delaying my Fender Pro to upgrade the sensor to 355 free of charge. Oh, that's actually pretty sweet. Nice. Oh yeah, good point. The dongle's a separate purchase. Yeah, good catch, Wax. Thank you. I forgot about that. Yeah, I think C is pretty comfortable for them. Again, with a refresh, I think they'd be really solid. But as of right now, they're a C for me. New Leica to 3955. Yeah, I got the 3950 version, unfortunately, which sucks. Attack Shark, haven't used them. Another Chinese OEM. I don't even know who that is. I'm gonna move that away. What's this tier? We could have a chat for the outside exit, literally. I'm the engineer guy. I'm actually talking right now on 3 accounts. We won't guess what the other 2. Bro, okay, man. Congrats, man. You made 3 accounts to sit in my chat. Okay, man. Good for you, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say, man. Like, I don't know. I just, all right. Bro, just look at yourself. You have 3, you're literally 3 accounts. You actually banned 2 people that aren't me. Then why'd you make 3 other accounts? Like... okay, bro. Like, congratulations, bro. You made 3 Google accounts. The guy hopped on his... like, yeah, like, I don't... Yeah. Okay, man. Dude, like, just... Can this guy just F off, please? Like, I just... Like, why ruin this? Mental illness. Just unbelievable. Alright, whatever. Hey, man, you're on your other accounts. Congrats, man. I just... Whatever. Okay, okay, I mean, this is pretty obvious. This is, like, literally just e-waste. Video gonna be fired, don't edit it. Oh, I'm not posting this now. This guy ruined it. It's fine. Don't feed the trolls. Yeah, no. You gotta give him something. Okay, Corsair. They're kind of... I would put them, like, here. I'll put them, like, here. Corsair is they're kind of starting to get there. They're finding some things are right. Like they're moving in the right direction. Just their mice aren't where they should be yet, unfortunately. Are they better than like these mice? Like absolutely for sure. I think in like their next releases will be better. Like don't get me wrong, the Saber release now were like pretty underwhelming. Like they got some cool stuff coming. I think if they locked in, they'd be like actually like very competitive. But as of right now, they're not something I would like really recommend compared to like these. I don't really see that. Yeah. HyperX, same here. I mean, like the Pulsar Haste was a good mouse, but like it really needed it needed a coating, and like their newer stuff is cool. Like they have like the modular mouse, which is like okay, but just like it's outdated specs again, unfortunately. So it's just like it's just not there right now. Keychron. Hot take, I actually really like Keychron. I actually think Keychron... Oh, what did I just do? Shit, where'd I have them? I had them here? I think I had them here, yeah. I had them here, right? Fastest glass pad you know now. I'm waiting for a Rio to come in. I need the glass pad recommendation. What's the fastest glass pad I can't? I think it's the Rio is the fastest right now. I feel like Corsair King's a big comfy mice with lots of buttons. Yeah, like I think they have potential, but right now their mice are just like a little big. Keychron also cloned a James Donkey. Actually, it's the other way around. I'm pretty sure Keychron has James Donkey manufacturing their G3. But their other mice, I think, were manufactured by somebody else. But I was going to say, I actually really like Keychron's mice. I actually still use a Keychron M2 as my daily driver, like, to this day. And, like, the Lemo Key G1 was ass. The G2 was very good. Surprisingly, it was actually very good. They make great keyboards as well and good switches. Like, they're actually a pretty solid brand. Like, would I recommend them for, like, gaming? They also have the magnetic switch, too, coming, if I'm not mistaken. So there's supposed to be like a Mag G-Will's mouse coming out soon as well. And they also make like a bunch of different shapes. Like they have so many shapes too. Obviously they're not like, they all lack a coating, so they're not like that great. I'd put them... That might be a little controversial, but I think as a whole, they are actually a very solid brand. Like, I actually think they're a solid brand. Like, their mice aren't perfect, but, like, the fact you can get, like, a good quality, like, work editing mouse, like, sure, it doesn't have a coating, but, like, this was, like, $50. And it's lasted me, like, I've repaired this thing, like, 5 times. And this thing's lasted me, like, 2 years, which is pretty good. And, like, the Lemo Key G2, even though it was, like, an OP1 clone, was actually, like, a pretty solid mouse. Like, they do make good products. Like, yeah, they're clones of other brands' products, but at least they're, like, changed a little bit, so it's not, like, blatant IP theft. But, yeah, like, I heard good things about the G3 as well. But, Oh, I did my year abroad in China too for watching your vids. So Lemon Kitchen 2 Wise Out Cloud reviews remind me of that time. Oh man, yeah, the old days. Yeah, it does remind me of the old days. But yeah, no, Keychron's actually pretty solid. I'm excited to see what they do because if they have like a good implemented like mag switch, they could go up to here. It's their software that's kind of like the on there. But I will say one big plus to them is that all their mice have web drivers. Like they added a web driver support to all of their mice. So even like my Keychron M2 here has web driver support, which is actually like really nice. So that's pretty cool. Glorious. I mean, yeah, we know where this is going. Red Dragon. Yep. Ajaz. Yep. It's all going to go there. T-Evolution. Actually, sorry. Ajaz, I will actually put, I'll put right there. Ajaz, like, they're another clone brand, but they make actually, like, they have some decent mice. But yeah, Red Dragon, these are all really bad. Actually, was I kind of harsh on Hyper? No, because you know what? Their keyboards are kind of ass. And SteelSeries keyboards are actually not bad. Let me shift it to this, I think that's fair. Terra C? Terra C. Yeah, I think no, actually, I actually put them a little higher. I would actually put TiVo in B. I mean, like, yeah, they only have one mouse, but like the Terra is a really, really good mouse. Like, don't get me wrong, like, Hitscan released a mouse, but it's outdated. Like, both of these brands have released one mouse, and they're really good. But T-Evolution has updated their mouse twice. And, like, the new Terras, the second batch Terras, have fixed, like, basically every single issue I have with the first batch. Sure, the mouse isn't for everyone. Actually, I'm going to put them above Wise Owl. Yeah, I'm going to put them above Wise Owl. Like, this is kind of like the good brand that does good things. I would put them there. I think that's fair. Because, like, again, like, obviously the Terra is, like, it's not perfect. It's a little outdated, but it's better than Hitscan's mice, in my opinion. And, like, oh, yeah, their mouse pads are okay. But I will say, actually, can I talk about this? I don't know if I can talk about this. T-Evolution's doing some stuff. So I think I'm very excited for the future for T-Evolution because if they play their cards right, like, yeah, okay, here's the thing. Like, technically speaking, like, yeah, they're a clone brand, but they're cloning mice that are, like, discontinued and don't exist. Which, like, is the one cloning I'm okay with, in my opinion. And they're also, like, changing some structural stuff on that. So, yeah, I would say put there. Remember the brand 414 did the Arrow Fragment mousepad? They have products in stock regularly now. Oh, really? I forgot about them entirely. 3955. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if we got, like, I remember there was talk about a Chief edition of the Terror with like a 3955 and like updated specs and stuff. I think they have there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential here. I could definitely see them moving up a couple, maybe even moving to A or B in the future. Yeah, T-Evolution's very good. And they're cooking up a lot of cool stuff. Terra is doing it right now for certain insiders. Oh yeah, I mean, well, they're refreshing the mouse, so it's not like secret information. They are doing some other stuff though that I will hopefully be able to talk about soon. I'm excited to talk about. Okay, yeah, I think that's a pretty comfortable one there. Air. Man, this is a tough one because the RCC1 was such a passion project, but it was such a disaster in terms of like its design, and the final product was like kind of eh. I don't know about Air. I really don't know where to put Air. I'm actually kind of conflicted. I would put, like, the problem is like Air's only released one mouse, and it was kind of eh. I mean, for people who love the shape, it's probably great, but like I'm not sure. Headset, it's a Black Shark V3 Pro. I'm going to put Air. I'm going to put them like, because they did, I mean, I have to give them credit. The mouse was good for what it was. It just had some unfortunate mistakes. It's not Corsair level. It's better than Ponage because it's more modern. Is it better than Zowie? Zowie has more shapes. I'm going to put them here. Just because, like, it's a passion project, and what they're working on, like, it wasn't perfect, but it was a solid release for people who like. LT said that it could cause cancer as well. GG for me. Oh well. I think Terra's been quite open with 303 Dallas Apex remake. That'll be a banger. Yes, that and something else, but I will not talk about that yet. because I don't want to leak anything. Anyways, I'm going to put Air here. I think Air has a lot of potential. I think, unfortunately, they just got kind of sucked into releasing the RCC1, and because there were so many issues with its development, they just kind of got sucked into this vortex where like they just couldn't escape. I think in the future their products will be better. I definitely need some work though. Vaxi's in S tier. I missed this. Basically, the reason why Vaxi's in S tier is because every single product of theirs is like basically perfect. Like Vaxi just has great quality control, great firmware, great software, great performance. The new updated dongle on the V3 is like insanely good. Like the new dongle on their new dongle is incredible. Like, is the mouse like perfect? No, it's not perfect, but it is very good. And like they're kind of the golden standard in my opinion. Like they don't have as good tech as Razer, but they have more shapes and they're all very good. I think, and just like out of all, because I'm trying to talk about the brands as like as a whole, Vaxi's better than everything else in this list in my opinion. And like I'm not even trying to glaze that. Like again, their mouse pads are perfect, their mice are perfect. Like admittedly they're a smaller scale, but yeah. I think you're underrated EGG firmware. EGG's firmware is great. Don't get me wrong. Engine Gear's mice is fantastic. It just sucks that they only release 2 mice. Like, that's the problem with them. They don't release any products. And Vaxi's also been around for a very long time. What makes the dongle so special? Really good performance, and also the ability to switch the dongles. If I mini call SC charge 250, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so I was gonna say the 2 mice are goated. You're right, but Vaxi also makes way more mice, and they're all way better. And Vaxi's mouse pads are better as well. Like it's just better. Second list of the S rank. It's not necessarily underrating. It's just it's difficult to put them higher, if that makes sense. I wish Max Gaming had Vaxi. That's the one big crux with Vaxi right now is global availability sucks. The new dongle. Look for the new dongle on the MPO1S V3. It's like a really big, like chunky dongle that has buttons on the top of it, so you can basically like change profiles and stuff natively. It's actually like really nice. I meant specifically firmware. Oh, that makes sense. But yeah, that's like all 3 of the brands here have great firmware. It's just like it's like hair differences between them. But yeah, no, that's the thing. Also, like Vaxi's the old Zowie team that got like swapped out, so that's that. Low-Free. I mean, Low-Free's only released 1 mouse, and it was kind of. I'm gonna put them like down here. I put them like. I mean, it wasn't the greatest mouse. It was all right. I put them like there, maybe. Yeah, I heard the guy who made the MP1 shape died this year. Yeah, it's sad to see. But yeah, okay. So I put Low-Free there. I mean, like the Low-Free Hypeace was like an okay mouse. It just really needed a coating, and the shape was kind of unique. It was a cool concept. I mean, like I applaud them for making such a unique mouse. And to be fair, the specs on it were actually like pretty good, but the shape just wasn't really it for me. And they've only released 1 mouse, so should I add Microsoft to the list? Yeah, but I haven't used it, so it would just go here, unfortunately. Vaxi's top tier, but firmware up to 2nd mouse is nearly impossible because you don't mouse your account. Low-Free Heisen looks super cool. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, no, it's okay, Bluey. It's all good. No worries. It's all good. But yeah. Okay, and then lastly, Orbital. This is a hard one for me. The problem with Orbital is that it's the best mouse I've used that I don't use anymore. That's like the best way I can say it. Like, that's the best way I can say it. Like, the Orbital Pathfinder is a great product for finding what kind of shape you like, but then once you find a shape you like, there are just better executions of that shape elsewhere. And, like, I love the concept of the Pathfinder. Like, it's a great mouse. And, like, don't get me wrong, the spec improvement on the Orbital Pathfinder made it a more palatable to main, but it's not a mouse I would, like, main long-term. I'd put them... I don't know. This is hard because like they're an important brand to have, but they're not a brand I would use. Chat, what do you think? Yeah, literally, that's like every single mouse enthusiast owns a Pathfinder, but none of them main it. That's the thing. You need an account up in the firmware is not a web driver. I was going to say, Vaxi's mice don't need an account for firmware updates. You just have to find it. It's just hard to find on their website. But you don't need an account to update their software, as far as I'm aware. The nice thing about Razer Logic, you can get them anywhere. That is one positive, yeah. The global availability is definitely there. I think Lamzu higher, Pulsar lower, Zowie higher, Logitech higher. So the thing is that the problem is that Lamzu I would put higher, but I've only experienced one of their products. Pulsar I think is in a very good state right now, so I think I think it's good there. I think rating of a company for a single mouse is unfair. We need another tier. I mean, it's not going to chat. This list is not going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. It's just like because there's three brands in here that have 4 brands in here that have only released one mouse. But here's the thing: the HitScan is a better mouse than the Air RCC one. Thoughts on ATK? Don't see it on the list. They have their own category down here at the bottom. Purchase the Peripheral Pro is a worse or on par with the new Vaxi mice. It'll be better because they have an updated sensor and frame sync. Are you going to cover the Logitech Geo 305 Superlight? I was looking at maybe getting it. I might. I'm not sure about that one. Okay, we have to chat. We have to place Orbital. Where are we going to put them? Like, it's the mouse every enthusiast owns, but no one mains. This is hard. I don't know where to put them because they're not D, but they're also not C, but they're not B. Below F, please explain. ATK manufactures mice for a lot of other brands, and the problem is that they steal a lot of IP and they've fucked over a lot of other brands. So I just we put them there because I don't like that. That's basically it. High C, low B. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, okay. You know what? Logitech D is also crazy. Nah, Logitech D is a very solid placement for them in their current state. In all honesty, mid C for Orbital. Yeah, I mean, probably Zowie. Yeah, I'm thinking around there. Because they only make one product. Mid C is probably right. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna put them like right here because I would rather buy an Orbital Pathfinder over these mice, but I wouldn't buy. I would rather take these mice over a Pathfinder. ATK is like Temu straight for the facilities. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff with them, but yeah, I think Orbital is there. Like again, Orbital is it's a great product. I applaud them. Like what they did, they've done an incredibly good job with it. It's just not a mouse I would use long term. Like it's a great concept for finding the mouse shape you like and be able to test out a variety of different shapes for one mouse cost without having to buy like 100 different mice. It's got great quality, great performance. Like it's a great mouse. It's just not something it's not just something I would use. That's all. Now rank every glass pad. Oh boy, that's kind of great. That's a whole other thing. Logitech has their own facility, which is impressive. Sort of like Apple mice, most print subcontract through shells. I mean, Logitech, you have to understand, Logitech has their own facility, but they also outsource a lot of their stuff too. Like, it's not, Logitech isn't doing everything. No brand is doing everything in-house, unfortunately. A fascinating project to keep and never buy one. Yeah, and the thing is too, is like, don't get me wrong, the Pathfinder is getting better and better because as they add more shape kits, the mouse gets it gets better. And like the spec refresh is nice. Like if you really wanted to like split hairs, I would put it in B. But like the problem is like I wouldn't main the mouse, so it goes down. That's the problem. G Pro were much better than the side buttons were an awful mushy. Yeah, Logitech sensor doesn't work on glass. Also fair. Yeah, the fact that's honestly that aside from everything else, that is probably the biggest reason why Logitech is down here. The fact that they're still on the fucking Hero 2 is crazy. Madeline's different, the same company. ATK is a higher end esports line. Madeline's budget line. Tout Alexis. Yeah, that's the thing. Like basically, these are almost all of these are basically the same. Like there's a lot of shared space here, which is like another reason why I just don't like. Actually, I was gonna say I've never used the Red Dragon product, so I actually can't put that there. I forgot about that. I gotta put that down there. But yeah, like that's the thing. When it comes to like the Chinese clone market, there's basically just like a trillion. They're all basically the same. But yeah, ATK had, Madline Temu version of Wooting. Not gonna lie, damn, that's crazy. But yeah, admittedly, I will say my list kind of sucks because I haven't used Cyrox or Final Mouse or like WL Mouse and ROM. Those are like the big ones I'm missing here. To be fair, not for a lack of trying, because like I actually have tried to get those products multiple times. But yeah, I don't know. Let me just look at this list. So ATK in their own category, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with this placement there. I will say SteelSeries does have better mice than all those below brands. So I will agree with that. I think that's good. Honestly, I may even put. Part of me wants to put Ninjutsu lower, but I don't think I can do that. Because the thing is, once they fix their issues with their products, they're actually good. Head C looks pretty good, I think. You know what? I'm going to put ROG above Hitscan, I think. I'm actually going to put Keychron above Hitscan as well. Just because Hitscan only has released one mouse, and both of these brands have released more mice. I think that's fair there. You need to get the M27 on the Logitech Super Night Ergo clone. The thing is, I have no interest in covering clones. I just don't. Zowie's better than some of those. The problem is Zowie is just super outdated. That's the problem. Like Zowie just is like this heavy and just outdated, which like kind of sucks. I mean, you could make an argument Zowie could go a little higher, but like I don't know. My experience with their products has just been like not that great. And like the fact that like Zowie's marketing is all just a bunch of scientific bullshit and they provide zero any data to back that up is actually kind of like driving me nuts. So I'm gonna leave them there. Zowie's almost perfect sensor implementations. I mean, you can say that for a lot of other brands too. I mean, like, okay, you can make some there's definitely okay, if you take Ponage and Air out of here, there's definitely a lot of shuffling in this area for sure. But I think like this is honestly, you could probably kind of cover this as like C and C plus, maybe. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, Zowie does make good mouse pads too, though. That's hard. That's really hard. I don't know. Maybe we do this. Maybe we do Zowie there. Let's Zowie there. I think that's fair. Yeah, I think because Zowie does have good products across the board. I mean, their monitors are like, Crosshairs and Proster, it doesn't belong. The reason why I put them there is because they're doing the right thing. They just haven't gotten there right, if that makes sense. So, Zowie above ROG IMO? No, because the Harpe Ace 2 clears every single Zowie mouse by far. That's the thing. The Harpe Ace 2 is the one thing that's holding ROG in their current position because the Harpe Ace 2 is just genuinely so good. Like it hard clears everything below it. That's the problem. Zowie's GSR. I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, it really is just like ROG. The Harpe 2 is just so good. Proprietors for mouse coatings. I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. I 100% agree. Where would ROG go without the Harpe 2 Ace? Probably without the Harpe 2. Probably like here. Maybe even lower. Maybe here. Like I'm not kidding you. The Harpe Ace 2 is genuinely their golden child. Like genuinely it is the one thing saving them right now. New mic coatings are great. Yeah, like I know their mics have good coatings. I understand. It's just like I don't know. Fifth account literally. Yeah, the reason why Hitscan isn't higher is because of the lack of products. But what I was going to say is, like, basically, I will say Hitscan in the future could very well go up by quite a bit. I think just right now, it's just they have one mouse. It's a really good mouse. This is why they're even here. But they need to do something else. Team Katy Perry over here. Bro, okay, man. Or whatever. Anyways, okay, so I'm pretty comfortable with this. For this land here, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I think this is pretty fair. You can maybe swap around Pulsar and G-Wheels, but I think Pulsar is the better brand. I mean, if I had more experience with Lamsey products, I might put them a little higher, but I don't know. Good professional monitors. Yeah, that's the thing. I can't really speak to the monitor side of things. I'm just talking about like keyboards and mouse pads mainly. Okay, yeah. I think that's there. Razer, I think, is comfortably an A. If Razer had all their other products up to a higher bar, I'd put them higher. But right now, just like Razer's mice are great. Mouse pads are decent. Definitely the best mouse pads you could buy in like a Best Buy right now. Atlas Pro is a little underwhelming, but it's like okay. But their keyboards and the rest of their products are kind of like, eh. G-Wheels has better products, but Pulsar has better everything. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like G-Wheels has everything, but Pulsar has everything refined. You know, so it's just like it's one of those things, just kind of like that. Endgame Gear and S, I agree with that. I definitely think it'd go there. I mean, maybe you can make the argument, maybe we swap, maybe like get rid of S plus and just put both of them here. I think that would be also fair. But Yeah, I think right now Vaxi is kind of like, even though Razer had, like, if it was just the Viper V4 Pro, I'd put them higher. I'd put them above Vaxi, but just because their other products aren't as good. But like, again, right now, same situation as Endgame Gear. Their mice are great, but their other products are kind of like, eh. But again, right now, Vaxi, every single thing comes out is just amazing. What's Canada's equivalent of a Micro Center? Literally Canada Computers, but they kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie. Would Johnny Gar's departure kick down Endgame Gear though? I don't know. We're gonna have to see. It really depends on. Yeah, we have Canada Computers, but they have like fucking nothing. I think Endgame Gear is kind of on a bit of a teetering spot. Like Endgame Gear could definitely fall down to here if their upcoming mouse isn't good. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of one of those things. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Chad, did we get rid of the S? No, because Vaxi's product, everything Vaxi touches is better right now. Yeah. Okay. I think that's a finalized list, Chad. Admittedly, I need to cover more brands. Like, I need to get my hands on Cyrox. I need to cover Final Mouse. I need to cover ROM, and I need to cover WL Mouse, like, desperately. Yeah, I need to get those mice, like, ASAP, because I want to add them to the list. Because, like, I have a feeling Cyrox would probably go into this tier here. Okay, let's just theoretically talk theoretical placements. Cyrox would probably go, like, next to Lamzu. Final Mouse would probably go somewhere in, based on their previous releases, somewhere in C. If the Starlight's crazy good, they could go in B, but that's going to be a big if. Run Away With Me is also probably going to be in B, and WL Mouse I'd also probably say would go in B. Like, basically every single things we missed here is basically just in B. It would just be B tier, in my opinion. But, yeah. But again, to be fair, chat, this is, like, based on my opinion, and I am, like, super biased. Like, I'm not biased. I'm very particular with a lot of the products I talk about on the channel, which is why you don't see me cover a lot of these Chinese brands, because I just don't want to bring attention to them, because they're just kind of like they're kind of ass. But to each their own. But yeah, I think that's kind of the finalized thing. But yeah, right now Vaxi is just like, dude, Vaxi's on a tear right now. Like, the thing is like a funner objective user when Steve is the opposite. I mean, yeah, a little more loose over here. I can just speak my mind a little more freely on stream. I think that's a better way of saying that. Oh wait, hold on 1 second, chat. I fucking forgot. I have to just deactivate this and activate this. Okay, that's better. Depends on how much people pay for reviewers. Yeah, that's also another factor nowadays, unfortunately. But yeah, no, I think that's a pretty fair list right now. Again, like, there's going to be a lot of shuffling with this, because like as more brands adopt like magnetic switches and stuff, that's going to change this a lot, because like, if other brands can actually have a good magnetic switch implementation, that's going to change things. It's just really going to depend how it can stack up against like SPDT tech. That's really going to be the determiner right now, because like, if mag switches are worse than like SPDT tech, they're just going to be kind of like bleh, you know? I think that's kind of what it's going to be. You buy the Midori sleeve? Probably not. Honestly, sleeves are sleeves. I have like, what's the sleeve? I have an old Skypad 3.0 sleeve I just use, and it's just like completely fine. Anyways, okay, disclaimer. This is my opinions. Do not take this as like truth. Like, again, I'm very particular when I talk about products. Like, this is based off of my opinions with these products, not anything else. So again, please do not. Guarantee I'm going to open up Twitter and this is going to be taken out of context like 50 times. Can't wait for that. Oh god, I have 6 notifications on Twitter. What's happening here? Oh, shockingly, I'm not getting canceled on Twitter. Let's go. Chat, do I post this on Twitter just for the memes? Do we do it? Is it worth it? Honestly, I think it's more of just like I think it's more of just like I think I would publish this list if I had more experience with more brands, but I wouldn't feel comfortable posting this right now because I don't have experience with Cyrox, Final Mouse, Run Away With Me, and WL Mouse. That's like the big thing. I love Melon Bluey. Okay. Melon has the Canada debuff. All right. anyways, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on everything right now. But yeah, we'll see how it fares in the future. I mean, honestly, that list is probably going to flip on its head completely in like 2-3 months, to be completely honest with you. But as of right now, I just don't see. I really don't see Vaxi getting dethroned right now anytime soon. And honestly, mainly it's because of the dongle. To be completely honest with you, it's because of the dongle. Like, I never thought a dongle would make that much of a difference, but like the dongle's amazing, and like the build quality of the products is like literally perfect. I'm not going to put the list on Twitter because I don't have don't have experience with Cyrox, WMS, Final Mouse, and Runaway With Me. It's basically like, that's the reason why. Just because those have to be in the list because they're such popular brands. I just haven't tried them yet. So like, I'll revisit the list at some point in the future. I'm sure this is going to get like clipped out of context and rage baited like crazy on Twitter. I do not give a shit. But we'll see. Man, that took an hour and 44 minutes for me to do that. Vaccine would recommend. I was gonna say Vaxi right now is literally. I really don't see, like, if Vaxi can refresh all of their mice with their V3 tech, I don't see them, like, they would just become my default recommendation, to be honest with you. Like, I really don't see anyone else competing with Vaxi right now. They're expensive, but they're worth it because their quality is like perfect. Like, that's the thing. It's like Vaxi's products are just super good across the board. That's just how it is. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Hold on, chat. I gotta see if Mrs. Mellon is home so we can play thing. Mrs. Mellon! On chat. Okay. Logitech's new TMR keyboard fumbled hard. Yeah. Changing the conveyor belt right now, thousands of dollars. I know manufacturing costs a lot, and I know the bigger the company is, the more bloated it gets. It just, again, like, if they went through the manufacturing process of, like, what they were doing at the Super Strike, they could have done it better. They just chose not to. And that's my biggest thing with them. Okay, chat. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Outside X of my life is yours, Vaxi. Outside's gone. It discontinued, unfortunately. The reason why is because, the MP01S, or the MP01 Ergo is basically the outset, pretty much, like, give or take, for the most part. So that's kind of going to be the replacement, I think. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see. Yeah, we're hurting. Good Zywoo wants something close to it. I do have a Zywoo coming. I asked Pulsar for a Zywoo. They're going to send me one soon, which I'm kind of excited to get my hands on. But yeah, we'll see how that went. Yeah, Gen 2 medium. Yeah, the reason why I passed on the first one of that one is I didn't like the switches, but now that it has opticals, I want to try it. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get that one soon. Fingers crossed. But yeah. Let's see how that goes. Best of shape is Rapu Gen 2 Max 2. Gen 2 is optical? Yeah, Gen 2 is optical. Rapu VT... Oh, I've heard about this one. Rapu VT3. Yeah, I've heard about this.